Hey everybody, it's your friend Kevin here with today's Divine Daily Blast. That's quite a mouthful. Anyway, I hope you're well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get right to the cards, the numbers, the energy, the influence, all that stuff. Angel numerology number 6 day today, revising plans. Works with the Seven of Swords, works with the ego and the devil card. So what does that even mean? Well, we've got to be responsible today. We've got to be loving, compassionate, selfless, and more importantly, stop worrying about material things. Instead, refocus your thoughts on positive desires. Make affirmations such as everything I want is already on its way to me. Everything is working. Everything in my life is working out perfectly for me. There's nothing I need to do or say. It's all working out well. Done. Now, you can use Archangel Michael and Archangel Sandalphon as a little bit of your angelic protectors today. And the number 6 is also about looking at things in a new way. We've been talking about it over and over and over. That is because astrologically, environmentally, globally, the world is changing. And it's changing for the first time in centuries. Like any astrologer you talk to speaks about this golden age coming. But in order for the golden age to come, you've also heard three-dimensional energy, fifth-dimensional energy. You've also heard the other side of the veil, the non-physical energy rising up to support those who are of the light and teach to those who are not of the light, if that makes sense. The moon today has moved into loving Virgo. As the moon moves through this analytical, because loving Virgo being ruled by Venus, it's a powerful time to look at the details of your life, which is why perfect for number 6 energy. The energy today will help you declutter, literally and metaphorically. Now, sometimes I look at these divine daily blasts and think this is like a repeat. In a way, yes. But it's a constant reminder that we have everything we need in our hands right now. Nature needs our help, so we need to get out in it. We also need to be grounded. We also need to trust. And sometimes decluttering our minds and our lives and our hearts is releasing and letting go of the fear, because it doesn't have a place. If you're locked into fear, you're stuck. It's like trying to put your foot on the accelerator and the brake at the same time. You just end up with a really bumpy ride. Here's my isms. I am grateful and abundantly blessed. Actually, this is Mary Sue's, friend of the channel. She made this in a comment a couple of years ago, and I picked it up because it's true. Even if you just said everything in the morning, everything is fine, all is well. I am grateful and abundantly blessed today. There's nothing that needs to be altered or changed, and all good things are on their way to me. Good. I am reviewing, renewing, revising, replenishing. I'm looking at things in a new light, in a shiny way. The brighter I shine, the lighter I get. This is the truth. Think of times in your life when you really did anchor your thoughts and your feelings into something brilliant, joyful. That lifts your vibration. That gets you connected with your inner being. And it encourages other people to do the same. I don't want to call out any light worker or psychic or person who channels energies that does the YouTube channel, because let's face it, I'm doing the same thing. However, perpetrating the doom and the gloom and talking about the death and the destruction of things, well, this has been going on for decades. I don't know how it shifts things forward. Compassion, yes. We've had the compassion card, the empathy card, the courage card, the strength card, the peace card, the calm cards. We've had all these cards coming up constantly. So the purpose, for me at least, is to spread words of inspiration, encouragement, to help folks on the right foot. Not to take away the struggles, if there are struggles, but to understand that challenges we get to become champions of our challenges. We get to say we did it. We get to say we went through it. We get to say, well, I looked at things in a whole new way and things felt a little bit differently. I've shared my own struggles, my own generational issues with poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness, and it showed up. And the lesson was to trust and have faith that everything works out perfectly, even in the lessons. I've often said, let the mess become your message. Let the pain become your purpose. To teach, to show, to understand. Those who went before us, even back in biblical times, didn't necessarily have an easy time of it. You can look at any great philosopher, great leader, who led with peace, love, tranquility. They defied the power of people that wanted to destroy them, wanted to keep them all under wraps behind the line. We have a lot of protests going on. We have to go through the protesting to get to the peace. We have to get through that. That's not to say we instigate the protests, but we can push against something that we don't agree with. I'm not going to go any further with that. Here's a message from Metatron. Call upon me for grounding and assistance in manifesting your personal goals with confidence. I am present and focused. My powers of manifestation are unlimited. They always have been. You came in here with the powers of manifestation being unlimited. There's no thing you cannot do. I was watching our friend of the channel, Vicky. I've talked about her a lot, the healing artist. And she created the fire horse. And I immediately said, this looks like somebody's logo. I mean, I could see that etched on the doorway of a business, put on a business card. I mean, I can honestly see, wow, that is something. And she rightfully reminded all of us that the fire horse comes in the Chinese astrology every 60 years. Look it up. Study what the fire horse energy brings. It's sudden thrust forward. It's a metaphoric or metaphysical shift in energy. It's a burning off of what no longer serves us. Now, we have two new, I want to call them angels. Well, actually, we have an angelic guide and we also have a master. Now, I meditated briefly because this one, Ishtar, is a relatively new divine master to us, to the channel. I haven't pulled her out of the deck before. And so it was quite lovely. And I asked, what is the significance of the masters coming up in the readings? Why do I feel the need to pull out the masters? And very quickly, I got the response that we are in changing times on a physical level. And the masters are showing up to guide us forward into the golden age. This has not happened for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So it's only respectful that these divine masters should be showing up in these readings to give us guidance and to give us a way forward. So I'll start with Ishtar. And her message really is saying the information that we're getting in our dreams, in our in our meditation, from everywhere. This morning I woke up, I opened my eyes and 444 was on the clock. Like, okay, The angels are with me all day today. This is saying there's nothing I need to change. We're on the right path. Ishtar's message is saying that information is being revealed to all of us. The importance is to listen to it, particularly as there's really good chance it's going to bring some kind of war between your heart and your mind. You've got to listen. Your mind and your heart are going to be in conflict. We're being guided to follow and listen to our heart. Follow the passion. Follow what feels right, what feels lifted, what feels ooey gooey and comforted. The part of you that makes decisions based on what feels best rather than what makes sense is often what we have to follow. You may have to make a decision that makes you feel like you're losing out, or you're not getting what you wanted to get, or somebody else is this or somebody else is that. But in fact, if you follow your heart and you follow your feelings, you'll feel treasure, or you may even feel treasured yourself. You're being encouraged to seek the truth, even if the truth is challenging to hear. Think about our social standing, the news cycle. Truths are being revealed from very unknown places, and it's making folks feel uneasy, uncomfortable. We don't like it. Even when we look at modern technology such as AI, I myself have found myself at odds with how these AI-generated videos are not real. They do not seem authentic. And somehow my mind recognizes that this isn't authentic. And my heart feels duped. It feels like this is not really original. I don't get that this is a nice real person. I just get that this is a robot. Something, and it might be fun to follow it, but I want that real, that normal. I want a soul inside whoever it is that's generating this information. Bear in mind, my friends, that Ishtar says the truth is always going to prevail, whether it's now or in the future. You're being guided to save yourself emotional strain and abuse by allowing what needs to be shared, said, felt, and communicated in order to be more connected. You know, well-behaved people did not move things forward. People who are willing to stand in their truth and their honesty. There's a way of delivering messages that may be difficult to hear, but if you do it with love, if you do it with authenticity, if you do it with encouragement, if you do it with strength, if you do it with love in your heart, it cannot be wrong. The other angel activator this week is the wonderful holy Amethyst, also known as Amethyst, reminding all of us that they're the keeper of the violet flame and we are the light. And your activation message all week long is going to be, I am a light of hope in the world. And that hope means following your heart and sometimes abandoning some of your former beliefs. And this is no accident. Louise Hay, Sunday the 29th of March, 2 beautiful swans on a really peaceful lake. I am compassionate and understanding. I forgive and forget. Let things go. Let things go. Some things are going to repeat themselves. Let go of the reason why they may not have worked before. Now the tarot card for today happens to be another 7, and it's the 7 of Swords. Now the 7 of Swords here shows an eagle or a hawk running off with 5 of the swords and leaving 2 of the swords on the ground. So it's a little bit like making choices. A little bit like the difference between the ego. You see these clouds are somewhat ominous, and the 2 swords are digging into the ground. while the hawk takes off with the other swords. So in a way, this card with the other energies is basically saying, be careful of what's sneaky. There may be some dubious or duplicity. I don't quite know how to say that word. You might be the victim of some deceitful behavior. You yourself may want to do something underhanded. Do not do it. This is a reminder to stay in your character, stay in your integrity, stay in your respect. On a more positive note, sneakiness can be characterized by diplomacy. Can also be characterized by a non-confrontational way to get what you want without causing harm. This is, in a way, is the energy of trying to get away with something that we know is probably not right. This is where the head and the heart comes at war. This is where what's right over what's not quite so right. You know, it's a little bit like you might hear something, somebody may want to put their opinions upon your heart, they might want to change your mindset, they might be wanting to ask you too many probing questions. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? And you may know that what you've got to say and what you've got to feel in your heart is not quite in alignment with the other person. I wouldn't start a conversation with, well, you're not going to like this, but there's our card. Thank you, fairies. Oh, Gertrude says that even Gertrude and Beatrice, they say they go at it sometimes, but they always know that they love each other and they'll come to the right conclusion in the end. Thank you, ladies. Versatility again. Ooh, so here's what I get from this card all the time. Juggling your thoughts and your ideas and your opinions with the thoughts and the ideas and the opinions of other people, and being versatile to navigate what's true for you. I love that. I love how all these cards and all this energy, even though they're the same cards that pop up, they have a different facet, like a diamond shining in the light. It glistens in different ways. Same diamond, same light, but it gives them casting a different direction upon it. This is what this number 6 is all about. Cast a different take on what you see, what you feel, what you hear, what you know. I love that. All right, my friends, thank you so much for letting me share this. Like, subscribe, donate, do whatever you need to do. I love it, I love it, I love it, and I love you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.